Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have got myself reasonably organised. I'm sure that I'll have forgotten something that I really want, but I thought while I'm waiting for you all to come on, I am going to use my Matte Maniac. Now I have forgotten some sunscreen. Bear with me. And I'm going out today, so I don't want to forget to put that on. 1 second. I know exactly where that is. Here it is. Let's put a little bit of that on first. Because what I'm going to do is while everybody's coming on, hello to whoever's joined me. I reckon it might be Pamela. I am going to use my Foreo and use the Matte Maniac mask because it makes... Oh, Maria. Hello, Maria. Oh, that's great that you could join me today. You're usually at work. Well, maybe one weekend I'll do a live at the weekend as well. What do people think about that, I wonder? Because I do love doing the lives. I do, because I love interacting with you guys. Now, I thought I'd show you the Foreo and how it's this particular... Now, I would have never got this mask. This is called Matte Maniac because my skin tends to... Although I've got a bit of an oily T-zone, most of it is dry and I didn't want to kind of exacerbate it. But I'm really glad I got this because it makes an excellent primer. The program cools down, so it shrinks your pores and your makeup just goes on like a dream afterwards. But the only thing I suddenly realised as I came on is, am I going to be able to work out how many presses to do? Because it was the last one I bought. And I think if I don't include the day program, it should be 6 presses. Hello, Shoshana. I'm going to try and work out how to get the matte program, which was the last one I bought. So there's 7 masks, and the first one is default do nothing. So I reckon I've got to follow I've got to press it 6 times. But I wanted to show how this makes a really, really good primer. Now what I'm doing, right, is using one of my own masks because I used the Matte Maniac a couple of days ago and I've got the rest of the serum still sitting in this this sachet. So I put the mask on first so that it doesn't slide around and then press this in, and it can be a little bit fiddly. By the way, you can get replacement plastic rings just in case, because sometimes I do worry that it's going to break because it seems quite fragile. But anyway, so you can get, I think you can get a packet of 2 for $19.99. So I'm just going to pour this. I wish I could actually, let me just balance it on here for a minute because I want to show you how much comes out when you've used one treatment. Let's see if, let me just bend this down a bit. There we go. Let's see if I can show you how much of this stuff you actually get for a second treatment, because it's a lot. Oops. Hang on, I'll have to show it you. It's not going to... I'll show it you on top of the pad before I rub it in. And then let's see if we can work out... you could almost get 3 treatments out of this, really, to be honest. I'm looking out for your comments, guys. Now, and actually, there's some that's not going to go on the mask, which I'm going to put on my finger and put on here. Now, this is a good idea, by the way. If you find... Oh, that's some of my sunscreen, I think. I did mean to put that on and let it sink in a bit more, but never mind. If you find that when you put your mask on, that the cloth slips off, just start by putting a little bit on your skin first, because then it won't push the mask off. Now that's how much I managed. It looks gross, doesn't it? But it's not. It's just because it's come out the packet and you can see some of the thing in between. But it's plenty to actually cover that entire pad like that. Now all I've got to do is work out if I can get the Matte Maniac. So I'll put it on, and what you'll see is the light comes on right? And it'll flash. And then, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's hopefully this will give me the matte. Let's see. Oh, blue light. That is looking, I'm not going to tell until it starts to cool down. All programs start with a warm start to get the product into your skin. I've still got a bit of sunscreen, which is what you can see with the white, by the way. Now, hopefully in a minute it should start to cool down. Yep, it's cooling down. So I've got the matte one. So now it's coming out with blue light and it's cooling. Starting to really cool. Now, I love this, as I said. So for those of you that have just joined me, I'm using this as a primer. Because when you use this, so if I concentrate on my nose here and around this area where I've got open pores, your makeup just goes on beautifully after this mask. And I think it is partly the ingredients of the mask and partly the cryotherapy. Now you can you see now? It's purple light. That was really quick. Really, really does it beautifully. So the red and the blue combined to give you purple. And it's now slowing down. Now, normally I'd put that on for a second go. But I won't because we want to get on with the makeup. Now, I've got myself a little bit organised today. So I don't have to be doing too much. Now, I've ordered myself a tripod for my camera so that I can be a bit higher up and I'm not looking down at you guys. Again, that's due to come today. So if the buzzer rings while I'm on, just to explain to you all, I just cover up the camera for a while because I don't like seeing myself walking. And, oh, little bit of news. I'm really chatty today, aren't I? So my foot appointment isn't till tomorrow. So I've had a stay of execution. And on Monday, I'm going to get my hair done, finally. Because I used to go to near my sister's to have it done. I haven't been able to get to her because I can't drive for long periods of time. So I'm going to have my hair cut. So it's going shorter next week and colour. Bit of a change. Right. So next up, I am going to use Flawless Filter. I've got everything down here in this little basket, or a lot of things in here. So I will use, I think I will use, yeah, back your hair. Yeah, because I keep having to tie it back and it's whatever. And I thought also, if I find, because it's really difficult at the moment for me to wash my hair because my foot is bandaged up, so I can't get it wet. So I have to have a shower sat on my shower board. I've got a shower stool thing, you know, for disabled, with my foot sort of hanging out of the bath. And my balance isn't good at the best of times, but most of my balance I put on that foot because the other foot is not really very functional. And so the fact that I'm having to balance on the wrong foot, and also it's just really difficult. Just trust me, it's too long to explain. So I thought if I find a good hairdresser's near me, I'm happy with it. I might just go and have, until my foot's healed up, go and have it cut and blow dried every week. Not cut and blow dried and styled every week until it's healed. Just have a little cup of tea. So how is everybody? It will. and to have my hair washed at the hairdresser's without having to sit there with my foot hanging out and really like quick, how quick can I get the conditioner in? But actually just to relax while I'm having my hair done will be lovely. Now, where did I put that? Ah, I know what. You see, I'll always forget something, but that I know is behind me. Now, I ran out of my Estee Lauder, and I have got my MAC, but I would recommend, as I said, setting sprays are setting sprays, apart from the Urban Decay one, which does actually fix your makeup. And what the Urban Decay one is made by Skindinavia, and Skindinavia sell it themselves as well. But apart from those, setting sprays are setting sprays. They're just sprays. And I definitely recommend this one. It looks a bit musty here, but this one is called Cocoa Calming Face Mist. And it's really good for sensitive skin. It's by The Body Shop. I think you guys have The Body Shop in the States, don't you? It smells beautiful. And what I also like about this particular one, now they do about 4, and some of the others don't do this, but this has got such a fine mist. You almost think you're not spraying your face at all. And you think, oh, and then you feel that your top's wet. It's really good, and it's really reasonably priced. So it's called Cocoa Calming Mist. Now, you can set your makeup with that. It just feels absolutely... Let me just... And it smells of coconuts. Yeah, coconuts. It's just a lovely smell. Really reasonably priced, and just as good as any other makeup like MAC Fix Plus. Plus, I think, you know, this has got the advantage of MAC Fix Plus and of the Estee Lauder in that the spray is finer, so you're not going to have those great big droplets of water on your face. So I'm going to use that. Now I'm just putting on some Flawless Filter in shade 3 this time. I think this is shade 3, yeah. I never got shade 4 because it just looked weird on me. It just looked really weird. So what have you all been up to? I'm just spraying my sponge with some of this Cocoa Calming Mist. And I'm just going to do it with the sponge today. Now, I hope you can see already. I know this is obviously got a shine on it, this Flawless Filter. But can you see what I mean about... I think you'll probably notice it more when I put my foundation on. It just... Yeah, it is. I've got to take Jack to the doctor's later on because he's got some aches and pains, and he got into a bit of a fight at school with someone, so I just want to get him checked out. Retinol capsules. They ones that you take, or what is the name of Charlotte's Light Foundation? Light Wonder. Are they the retinol capsules? Thank you, Shoshana. Are they ones that you take orally, or do you put them on your face? I've been using one that was recommended by that Dr. Sam Bunting, which is La Roche-Posay Redermic. So Redermic R for eyes and Redermic for face. And I will do a skincare one shortly because I haven't done one for a while. And, oh right, it's one of those. And are they good? I've definitely found that the Redermic one is good. Sorry, I'm reaching down to my basket. I'm going to use some MAC Pro Longwear because I need this to last because I'm taking Jack to the doctor's later. I've been using... And the other thing I just got, because it was in the sale, half price. I love a bargain, me. Which makes some say they don't work. I don't think retinol... Do you know what? Retinol never actually... I've not noticed that retinol in itself makes my face peel. But I've noticed sort of massage and just generally taking care of your skin makes my skin peel. You saw that video where I was doing the Foreo, and after that facial, after Christmas, I'd used exfoliate and everything, got to the end and put the moisturiser on, and then it suddenly started peeling. So I wouldn't say that's a sign it's not working, but I have been trying out, I got in the sale because it was 50% off, Niod Pigment, but I've been using that alongside. So in the day, I use a Niod as a serum. I use a Niod Pigment, but I'm also using this other serum because it's got other things in it, which is called, it's Bioderma, and it's one for pigmentation, and it's got different ingredients like vitamin C in, whereas the Niod's got the azelaic acid in it. And yeah, it was 50% off. So I got it for 25 and it's normally 50. Now, I don't know if you can see, but after using that Foreo, I just find it foundation applies so nicely over the top of it. So if you've got dry skin. Oh, Linda, thank you for mentioning that. So Linda's just saying she buys hers online for £6 from France. A lot of really good skincare you can get. If you're in the UK, you can get it cheaper from online in France. And of course, at the moment, we don't have any customs between us and France. I say at the moment because I don't know what's going to happen with Brexit, obviously. Can you see that? It just applies it so evenly. Thorndyke, so I definitely will be doing something on pigmentation shortly, okay? Because I haven't done skincare for ages. It does, and it just looks like I've put a filter on my skin, you know? And I never do, by the way. Yeah, obviously, I've got a better camera now. That possibly makes a little bit of a difference to my skin. And some of the photos that I've taken, although I don't use filters, I'll put it in portrait mode. So you know when you see the blurry background and it focuses in more on your face. But if anything, that should show up more. Niod is, Niod Pigment. And then so I use a retinol by La Roche-Posay called Redermic R in the evening, and the Niod. And then in the day, I use the Niod Pigment, but I also use this one by Bioderma, and it's got vitamin C in it and other things for pigmentation. Vitamin C is very good, but it's a little bit like retinol. Be careful when you first start using it, you'll find a bit of discomfort, and then you kind of get immune to it, so you can kind of tolerate higher strengths. So just don't go mad when you first start using it. Right, now I need to get my concealer. And the one I've been reaching for most, I have to say, even more than Magic Away, although I do like Magic Away, is the Huda one. I haven't touched the Jouer one because it didn't work under my eyes. And although it was very good for the rest of the face, you don't want to be getting two concealers out. Whereas this works on everything. Oh, does she? Do you know what? I've often wondered, Shoshana. So Shoshana's saying Kate Somerville makes a combined retinol and vitamin C. I think there's a very differing opinion about whether or not you should use retinol and vitamin C together. I have in the past, but then now at the moment I'm using vitamin C in the morning and retinol at night. But some people say that you shouldn't use them together. But I don't know. I don't know why. And, oh, Shoshana, I meant to tell you, I got an email back. Yes. That's what I've heard too, about them fighting with one another. I got an email back. So for everyone else, I sent an email to Dr. Dennis Gross because I was considering this face mask at some point in the future. It's another considered purchase. But he does this face mask with UV light, which I think Shoshana's got. And he does an eye mask. So I wanted to know, obviously the eye mask is cheaper, but I wanted to know, like, is it worth investing in the face mask? Is that going to cover the eyes and do the same thing? Because my main focus is my eyes that have been sort of aging in recent years. Anyway, I got a reply back to say, no, the face mask concentrates on the face. The eye mask is more intensive around the eyes. Spectralite, that's right. So basically, if you want to focus on the eye area, it's better to get the eye one. That's not what they said. They just basically said this is the intensity of the eye one, and it will focus on these areas, and this is the intensity of the face one, and this will focus on... Yeah, I wondered that, but to be honest, Shoshana, the face one's a lot more expensive. So why would they say that when I'm going to buy the cheaper one for the eyes? Because I know I've got these few lines, but it doesn't really bother me that much. Maybe it should. But to me, it's more about my eye area. But then I can see your point as well, because it might tempt me to want to buy both. So they didn't actually say, well, so I recommend for you that you get blah. They just said, Billy, if your issue is around your eyes, you should get the eye one, because it doesn't sound like the face one tackles kind of the eye line. And it said it tackles these, you know, your 11s as well, which I frowned a lot. I used to frown a lot when I was singing. My mum used to say, take that frown off. When I was singing opera, I'd go like that, you know, because you get really animated. She said, oh, they're going to be there in your old age. My huge cup of tea. Right. Now. What am I going to use next? I know. A little bit of powder. Oh, no, let's do powder. Do a bit of powder. And... Now, I thought it would be fun to... Sorry, I missed that. Now you should consider the eye mask. Yeah, well, so it sold it to you, hasn't it? How are you getting on with the face mask? I'm just looking for brushes at the moment. However organised I seem to get, I'm not as organised as I'd like to be. Right, I'm just going to I'll use some of Charlotte's Genius Magic Powder under my eyes. It's definitely working. So if I got it at some point, it would work on these lines, wouldn't it? But I really want to work around my eyes a bit more, because this is where I've noticed it. And I think in my family as well, that's what ages first. So I'm just dabbing some of Charlotte's Genius Magic Powder. Her Smelly Genius Magic Powder. Should we call it a smelly powder? Because it doesn't bother me at all. So I thought today I had an idea, because I'm wearing navy, of what kind of colours to use. But I thought I'd give you a choice again between a mixture of or... On the face, yeah, well, that's what I thought, Robin. So that's why, basically, I said, if I was to get the face one, would it actually give me the treatment to my eyes? Like, would I be better getting the face one? I'm going... Well, I don't know if you remember back from August, but I used to be quite short. At the moment, you can see... Look, because I haven't done anything to it. It's in quite good condition at the moment because I haven't been able to wash it that often. But it's a mess. Right, so, and you can see where I've had the colour and it's grown out. So I'm going I'm going back to my shorts. So it'll be cropped at the back, but I want a bit more length at the side to give me a bit of contour. And the colour put back in. So, you want one. So hang on, I need to keep up with this conversation. I'm not good at... I love chatting to you guys. You want one. What, on the eye mask? Yeah, so the question is, do you get the eye mask or the face mask? And for me, I think I'll probably get the eye mask first, but at some point I'll probably be tempted, if I see great results, to get the face mask, just as Shoshana's done it the other way around. And look, I've got makeup all over this now. Oh, the face one. Well, the face one is over £400, whereas the eye mask is 160. So it's tough. And they've bought something out which is available in the States, by the way, but not here. So Dr. Dennis Gross has brought out an eye serum that's supposed to have, not an eye serum, sorry, a pigmentation serum. I can't remember Thorndike, if you're in, yes. But then sorry, I'm getting distracted by your comments. Beauty is costly, but when I think about my Foreo, I think now if I'd gone for facials every week or twice a week, and the amount of times that I use the Foreo, it would have cost me a lot more than it actually did to buy the device. So that's how I justify it, really. You know, a facial, depending on where you go, can cost like £60 to £80 a time. And some things, yeah. So, and yeah, you're not having dangerous injections. You're just taking care of your skin. So, yeah. So I definitely think when you sort of and also with the face mask, the Spectralite face and eye mask, unlike the Foreo, you haven't got to buy masks or products to go with it. So once you bought it, that's it. You haven't done anything else. Right, let's get on with this. I don't know what I was saying and stopped saying and everything else, but I love chatting to you guys. Yeah, one-time purchase. I thought I'd contour with this today. I've seen... Now, anyone that says I'm putting on too much, by the way, this is because I've seen Sophia Tilbury, and she puts on this... I saw her putting the dark one. This is the light one. I've got the dark one as well, but I've seen her putting this on. A really fair woman, the dark one, and putting loads on, and she's blended it in perfectly. So I thought... So I remember one video, someone said to me, oh, you're putting on too much. And I'm going to get contour all over this, but never mind. So yeah, I'm going to go short, but I'm going to have a bit more layering around the sides to soften my face because it was too short, the sides before. It does, and you know what I'm using? I'm using the setting brush. It's really good to see. This setting brush out of the Real Techniques is a real must-have. It's good for blending powder underneath. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. You see, these things, I've been feeling now about my foot. It hurts, it stings. And I'm not, you know, I keep saying this, but I'm not coming on here for a pity party. But I wanted to say it to you guys because I know a lot of you are going through similar conditions, and you get up and you feel, I've got up on so many mornings feeling like, oh, life's awful, don't want to do anything. And once you get your makeup on, or you do your hair, or you just do something, it makes you feel really great. Yeah, so it gave me the idea for using this setting brush. So I'm so glad you're feeling better, Sarah. Sorry, my conversation's all over the place. But that's because I want to chat to you guys. this setting brush is so good because you can blend your contour in with it. You can set under your eyes with it. You can even use it on your eyes to blend in. Yeah, but the thing is, people say that to me, Pamela. When you've got an acute condition, it's different to when you've got a chronic condition. If I whined every time I had a foot problem, people wouldn't want to be friends with me because I'd be whining every day, you know, and you have to learn to get on with it, because when you've got chronic condition, there are no sort of cures. Whereas when you've got an acute condition, you've got a splinter, there is a cure. It's like, ouch, oh, it hurts. Right, I'll get some tweezers, I'll pull it out. All done and dusted. So why not have a good old one, you know? But when you've got a condition where there isn't sort of a quick fix cure, you'd be saying it every day. And I'd bore myself. Hello, Terry. Now, here we go. Right, so I've got a little choice for you guys. Oh, and I wanted to show you a couple of things. Another bargain. And they might still have some. Right? I wanted this when it came out. And I thought, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? And then the reviews were a bit, right? And then they reduced it before Christmas. And I, shall I, shan't I? No. Then they reduced it again to £15. And it's a Becca highlighter. And if you've got olive skin, maybe not for the fairer ones of you, you go on John Lewis, they might still have some left. But this was £15. They're normally 30. Look at that, and look how gold it is. I'm saying maybe not on fair, because I think when you've got tan skin, gold looks better. But I thought I'd put some of that on today. Yeah, absolutely. So look at that. Look. But it's gold, but it's not sort of so blingy and glittery that you couldn't get away with it in the day. And it looks beautiful on the eyes. So if you're in the UK, John Lewis, £15, normally 30, but they're reducing it to clear because I don't think it went down very well, and I'm not sure why, because look at that. And it's called Gold Lava. Okay, now let me get on. Right, now I thought I'm wearing navy blue. I thought I thought I'd use my dark pearl as a base to my eyes, which I'll do. And then if this palette comes out, I don't think I've shown you guys this palette before. And I like to show you new things. So this isn't new, but I haven't shown it you before, I don't think. So this is Marc Jacobs palette, which is called Iconic. And these are blues. You can see I've used it quite a bit when and look at that one there. Woo. Right, so that's the Iconic palette, which I can swatch you if you want as well. So I thought I could use a bit of that. Wow, thought you'd like that one. Then the other one that I got just before Christmas, which I think I may have done a tutorial with. I can't remember now. I've done do you know, I've done nearly 200, I think. The other one is the Nude palette by Huda, which should also go with navy. And I've ordered a cheap palette from Amazon because one of you guys was telling me yesterday about people that do copies of Pat McGrath. And we don't have that company in the UK, but Beauty Glazed does copies of lots of really good, and they're good. And I did a comparison between the real Huda Desert Dusk and the Beauty Glazed copy of it. And everybody thought that the Beauty Glaze one was the real thing. And I'd promised it to my sister and I didn't want to give it up. So I've actually ordered another one because it's got some colours in it I like. So I thought, gives me little things. rather than spending a fortune, but I like to show you guys new things. Oh, and then there's this one, talking of Huda. So the last one I thought, which is a kind of bluey one, which is Sapphire Obsessions, which is this one. So you've got, or a mixture. So you've got Nude Huda Beauty, Sapphire Obsessions Huda Beauty, or Marc Jacobs, and his iconic palette, which was listed as one of the best palettes of last year, by the way. So let me know which one you want, or if you want me to mix a couple. And I'm going to put on this dark pearl colour chameleon as a base. I'm just sharpening it. It's getting so low. This is my second one. It's getting so low now. I'm wondering how much more I can sharpen it before there's none left. So I just do this. MJ and Blue Huda mixed. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Anyone else? Mixture of the three. I have a feeling you might like to see swatches of the Marc Jacobs one. I thought this would work as a good base for any of them, really. And this one is Charlotte Tilbury's Dark Pearl, which is the one that she recommends for brown eyes. And if I'm ever in a hurry, this is the one that I whack on. This is the one when I'm not doing video tutorials and I've got 10 minutes to get ready. This is the one that I whack on. And as I said, I think this is the only product, possibly Pillow Talk, not just reordered once, but I'm probably going to be MJ with electric blue as a liner. Okay, I'm going to show you really good electric blue as well. I'll start off with MJ then and see if I some of the others into it. I do love this colour chameleon. Can you see it just kind of, just that you can get away with if you've got brown eyes. If you've got green eyes or blue eyes, just go onto Charlotte's website and say blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, and it will come up with a colour chameleon for you. The blue eyes is black. It's black, the black one, the black sparkly one, and there's a white sparkly one. And then for green eyes, it's Amethyst Aphrodisiac. Yes, I would. She had more colour chameleons last year, and she brought them out for the Black Friday sale in sets, and then they're gone. And then she brought out Mesmerised Mink, didn't she? But I tried that on in store and I didn't like it. Okay, so that's going to give me a little bit of a base. Yeah, limited edition and gone, but we all know that they can come back if enough people shout about it. Right, let me show you some swatches from this. So this is a prime shade. Oops. Quickly, so that's his prime shade. Probably doesn't look like they swatch very well, that one, but it is just a prime shade. Oh, there you go. That's silver, obviously. Now this is the electric blue, and then a darker blue, and then a kind of greeny blue, and then this one, which will go really nicely over this colour chameleon, which is, yeah, they're intense, all right. Actually, I've got to put that one on, haven't I? And then this one at the end, which is sort of your transition-y shade a little bit. So there's the colours there. Now, incidentally, by the way, if you like, I haven't tried it. I was considering getting one in a shade that I haven't got. If you like Huda Beauty, these are £25 each, right? These little palettes. And you know, she brought out sapphire, green, ruby, which is red, orange, whatever. If you like these, at the moment, this company that's called Beauty Glazed has bought out copies of all of them, £2.60 each. Right, and I haven't tried those ones, but I have, as I said, had the copy of Desert Dusk, and it was amazing. So if you can't afford the real deal, or you just want to get the whole set and you couldn't afford £25 to get all 6 of them, and you want to try them all, I was thinking of getting one, because I haven't got the ruby one, or the green one. So just letting you know that I might get one that I've already got and then compare it. Shall I do that? Yeah, Beauty Glazed. So there's a D at the end, and it's on Amazon. And their copy of Desert Dusk, you have to look, because they have to be careful not to call it the Desert Dusk palette, for obvious reasons. But their Desert Dusk Huda Beauty palette cost me £8. And I promised it to my sister because I was going to do a comparison. If you look back at my videos, and I did a comparison, because I have the genuine Huda Desert Dusk, and I did a comparison, one on each eye. I went into the park. I asked some of the parents whether or not, which one they thought they liked best, and everybody said they liked the Beauty Glazed one, and they thought that that was the genuine one. Everyone. And it was so much so, the pigment in it, that I didn't want to give it to my sister. But I'd promised that once I'd done the review that I was going to give it to my sister. And I did give it to her in the end. But yeah. So I'm going to just dot some of this shadow that I said looks very like the colour chameleon. And they're cruelty-free, and they basically are just trying to make makeup more affordable for people, because we know a lot of what makes these things expensive, all the publicity and the marketing, and it's not all about the makeup. Okay, so I thought I'd put a bit of that one on. So that one is this one here. And then I'm going to use a little. I'm just getting some eyeshadow brushes. I'm going to put a little bit of this brown at the end and use it as a transition. I must remember to get rid of these swatches before I go to the doctor's later. I know. I'd love us all to meet up as well. Somebody asked about doing a UK meetup. I need to do my, and I certainly do here, I need to use my, look at that, you can see. Do you see the hairs? But under here, you really don't. I've got the whiskers under there. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a meet-up in Covent Garden near some of the makeup shops. Do you know what? I like that even without the blue. Just that on its own as a look is nice, isn't it? I'll carry on, but I'm going to use that another day. I like that. I'm going to smudge a bit of that underneath. Right, let's see if I can use something from Huda. Some navy. Some navy as the eyeliner. So Huda's got a matte navy in there, which this doesn't have. So I'll use some of that. Do you know what? I haven't, ever since I've gone into a scooter, Linda, I have not braved using the train, because you hear so many stories about passenger assistants that they're kind of helped onto the train, because obviously they're not step free to get onto the train, and then they've got someone arranged to meet them at the other end, and they don't show up, and they end up going about 4 stops. And I have to say, travelling now makes me very anxious unless I'm driving. If I'm driving, I know that I am still in control of whatever happens, because I've got my scooter hoist and I'm independent. I can, you know, apart from if there's a, you know, God forbid, a breakdown or whatever. But if I'm in the train, I'm relying on other people to get me there or to assist me, and I don't like that. It makes me feel too vulnerable. I do look back after I've done a live, by the way, and look back at some of your comments. So if I missed any out or you think I'm ignoring you, come back later, and I might have I can't reply to live chat, but I will comment below and pin it. Yeah, and I was always very independent. I like to do stuff myself. So, I mean, I'd go if I was with my sister or something on a train. But I wouldn't go and kind of leave it up to, hopefully there's going to be a guy at this station that's going to assist me off the train. Because if he wasn't there, I would just go into meltdown. Right, so there, we got the drillers again. And then, so that was the navy from this palette. You see, that's got a silver as well. Now that silver, I think, is a lot brighter. That silver could go in here, just to give me a pop of colour. So this silver here, and a little bit in the centre, just to make it pop a bit more. I think I'll leave the nude palette out. That's getting too many colours involved. I'll just do these two. And then what I'm going to do is go back to the... there's so many colours there I could use, but there's only so many you can use in one look. I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm just going to put a bit of this in the corner, this middle shade that isn't quite matte. And when you buy his palettes, by the way, these palettes, you get a little sachet inside the box. Again, don't throw the box out without checking, because you get a little sachet of his eye primer, which isn't bad. I didn't buy it though. Oh, I know. That's all talking together at once. Or in a makeup shop. Right, I'm just dabbing this on at the side at the moment. It's great though. I feel like I know you guys, and I know sometimes I get names mixed up. But you believe me, that would happen in real life. That's not because we're online. Oh, you're in Cornwall. I'm so jealous, Maria. I love Cornwall. Absolutely love Cornwall. I've had fantasies about moving there or to Devon, but it would be too far away from my family. to keep in touch with my family. And my dad's not getting any younger, obviously. I know it looks a bit severe at the moment, but bear with me. I'm just going to clean down this brush, and I'm going to blend it with this brush because I don't want it to disperse too much. I want it blended, but I don't want it dispersing so that it's all that intensity disappears. I'm just looking to see what I can use to highlight under my brow. Oh, this is going to be a long video again. Right, and one of you was saying about an electric blue eyeliner. Now, Daniel's are very good, but even better. And well, Daniel's, I have to say Daniel's last, but if you like the pigment, you like the bright, I've got a really, really good drugstore one. And I bought an Urban Decay one that's exactly the same colour, and it wasn't as good. Thank you. Who said Essex? Towie here. Because you know I'm originally from Essex. I was born and bred in Brentwood. That is definitely now the home of Towie, although it wasn't like that when I was growing up. Moved from New Zealand 2 years ago. Right, where is this? Just bear with me a minute, people. Right. Now, where is this eyeliner? I bet you I've got Up for No Reason and it's in that box. I wanted to show you this Vividly Bright eyeliner. Let's have a look. I'm going to have to clean up the sides again, guys. I always do that. But that's fine. Come on, Vivid Blue eyeliner. I know you're around here somewhere. I have to show them this eyeliner. I have to. Because it is so reasonably priced as well. And drugstore. But I don't know where you've gone. Where have you gone? Do you guys do that and talk to your makeup? Let's have another look in here. Oh, isn't it annoying? I know I don't have to look very far for it because the actual liner is bright blue. Right, I'll see it from a distance. Oh, lost it. Okay, this liner, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. But this liner is a L'Oreal Infallible liner. And it's one that I was wearing the other day on Instagram. And I do not know what I've done with it. So, yeah, not going to find it, I'm afraid. But that's a shame. I'll have another quick look in this box. Oh, hang on, I have found it. I was looking for it's the It's the lid that's bright blue. Here we go. This is called, and it's called I've Got the Blue. And it's infallible grey gel crayon. And it is bright and it lasts and it is wow. Let me show you. And honestly, the Urban Decay one is not as good. I'm glad you guys are all chatting to one another. Feels like we've got a little Ali M's Beauty family. So this is going to cost you, this eyeliner, about £5. Is that electric enough for you? I better put on some mascara. Mascara brows. Smudge it out. Yeah. Good thinking. Shall I smudge it out with some of that electric blue on his palette? And then I'll put a little bit of the darker brown underneath. And then once the eyeliner is on, sorry, the mascara, I should say, it will look less harsh. I was going to put something. Oh, I put that blue, didn't I? I put some blue at the top. I'm just using, what am I using here? I think it's Lancome Hypnose. I'm trying to poke my eye out with it. Ah, I've got blue mascara too. I'll put it on the tips. I don't want to go too mad, as I say, because I'm taking Jack to the doctor's. Mind you, he's got this friend at school whose mother, she has different colour hair every week. And when I say different colour, I mean green, pink, blue, red. I have got blue mascara, bright blue mascara. I've also got a red one from MAC that I bought when I got Naked Heat. It kind of looks more sort of auburn on me, but right, blue mascara. She's definitely in here. One of these is the blue one. Is it this one? Yep, that's blue. This is YSL. Blue brows. And I'll put it on the entire lower lid. By the way, joking apart, Benefit have brought out this brown mascara and this purple and different colours, and it says it's like a highlighter. It's called 3D Brows, but I'm intrigued by the colours. I know. Well, it contrasts with the eyes, doesn't it? Now, browse, quickly browse. I'm just going to use this one, my favourite. I know. I don't know. It's called, have a look at it. It's Benefit. It's called 3D Brows. And they've got like the normal colours. And then they've got purple and another couple of colours. I was intrigued about the purple one. And it says it adds a subtle highlight to your... But you know that little tool where it says try this on? It doesn't give you the option to try on the coloured ones. I should have a look up, see if someone's done a YouTube video on it. I don't think I've looked at that. I do love this brow wand. Because I can just draw in hairs. And at the end here. And here. Right, let's get some colour in my cheeks. Now, I thought for this, when you put blue on, you really don't want to be going mad on your cheeks. So I'd like to go for sort of subtle blush. Now, this is quite similar to... If anybody's got First Love by Charlotte Tilbury, it's quite similar to that, but it is lovely. Anyway, so this is called Jouer. It's by Jouer, and it's called Adore Blush Duo. And that is perfect for when you've got blue on your eyes. So if you put pink, it starts to look a bit 80s. If you know what I mean, it just starts to look a bit too... It draws attention away from your eyes. But this just gives you some colour without... I still haven't done the clean-up, have I? Now, I had trouble with one video, live video uploading, and it may have been because of the length of it. So, apologies if that happens this week, by the way. And then I was going to get to the lipsticks. Now, I'm not going to use this one today, but did everybody see my Instagram? Because I saw this and thought, want to get it. It's called Bling Thing by MAC. And this is it. And I just thought it's a bit similar to some of the Pat McGrath ones. I know, I don't mind that you keep me chatting. I'm just afraid that I'm going to annoy people that are catching up later on in the day. Right, that's called Bling Thing. Yeah, I do like my purple, but I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to use... Do you know what? I think I fancy using Penelope Pink again and Pillow Talk, because I love that combo that I used the other day. Right, Penelope Pink is behind here. And that's behind here. So the other day I tried this and I loved it. So it is... Oh, where's my lip liner? It's Pillow Talk. So I use Pillow Talk lip liner. And I use that all over. And that needs a sharpen. What have I done with my sharpener? It was here. I've got so many things out now, I can't find anything. Oh, I'll do it without. Oh, here it is, right in front of the camera. So Pillow Talk all over my lips. And I actually remembered to put Vaseline on them today. Can you do a warmer face one day with coral colours and brown eyes? Absolutely. I love coral. And actually, when I do the brown eyes, I'll use that palette that my stepdaughter got me. Because I haven't done that yet. So don't forget to remind me as well. Don't worry about reminding me, because I always say to people, I'm not offended by being nagged at, because I can easily forget and it's not intentional. So do remind me if I forget. I'll make a note. And don't talk when you're putting lipstick on. Right, so that's Pillow Talk on its own. And then over the top, I put on Penelope Pink. And I did this the other day and I loved it. And then over that, I put on Collagen Lip Bath. And I just love that. I think that just works, that combo. I'm going to have to put this. This is starting to get colour in it. Let me get one of these out. That'll work. Even when I wipe this down before I put it back in, it gets colour in it eventually. Now, I'm going to finish off by using, because some of you were talking about this and saying weren't sure about it. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. And when you get it and you put it on, you think, what is everybody going on about? I can't really see anything. So I thought I'd show you today a little bit. This light looks funny. It looks like I'm having hot flushes. Hopefully not. So here is the palette, and you put it on and you think, why does everyone rave about this? But I'm going to show you what I do. So I'll put this one you're supposed to put here at the end. It's a finishing powder, and you put it over your entire face. And then the darker one, you put around the side of your face, this one here. And you're probably saying, well, I can't see anything going on here. And then with a setting brush, I use this one because I've used that one for contour. You put the lighter one in areas that you want to highlight. Like so. And you think, well, it's nice, but I can't really see much of a difference until you spray it. And that's what I mean now. I'm going to take some of this Cocoa Calming. Oh, it smells lovely, this. And it's really fine. Can you see that? You know, when I've sprayed my face in the past with a MAC, you've seen blobs of spray. This is so fine. Right. Now, can you see what I mean? You have to kind of, I'm going to have to bronze my neck. So if you've got that palette and you think, doesn't do a lot, that's what you do. Just any spray. You know, it could even be a bottle of water with a good spray on it, fine spray. It's the water mixing with the powder. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let me just have a quick look back. Any other questions before I go, or anything you want to say? If I've missed anything in your chat, then I'll catch up. Have a look at the comments. So one annoying thing about YouTube is that you can't tag somebody unless you're replying to one of their comments. But have a look back at the comments later, because if I've missed anything in the live, then I will reply to you. Yeah, have a great day. Now, I'm going to have my foot done tomorrow, but I will do a video on Friday, and I might do this palette. Let me just quickly clean this up. Where's my Huda thingy? I wanted to clean up the sides because this makes a massive difference. Thank you so much. Yeah. If anybody just wants to stay on for a couple more seconds, you will see what a difference this makes when you clean up the sides. It really does. So you just take some concealer and you just clean up the sides like so. Now, can you see how that lifts the eye, whereas that one looks a bit saggy? So I'll just do this one. I mean, I'm being lazy. You should really clean some of it off as well, but I don't. I tend to do this the lazy way. And again, just take that inner line and just make sure that you've... Oops. That's because my eye's been watering. That's all right. Can fill that in with the concealer. And it just lifts your eyes back up rather than making them look a bit sad eyes. You get kind of lifted eyes. Makes a massive difference. And it's something I just always forget to show you guys at the end. All right, take care. Have a lovely day. I'm going to get into... Oh, that's a better light. I was looking orange in the other one. Anyway, see you all very soon. Have a lovely day. And thank you for joining me.